There is a message no one wants to receive. The one you love is sick. Word reaches Jesus in the middle of his work. Lazarus, his dear friend, brother of Mary and Martha, is dying in the village of Bethany. It is urgent, it is desperate, it is exactly the kind of news that should make someone drop everything. And Jesus, hearing it, does something that seems impossible to understand. He stays. 2 more days pass before he moves at all. Not from indifference, but from a purpose deeper than anyone around him can yet see. This sickness, he says, will not end in death, but will reveal something greater than any of them expect. By the time Jesus finally arrives in Bethany, Lazarus has already been in the tomb 4 days. 4 days of grief settled into stone. 4 days of mourners filling the house, of neighbors bringing food no one can eat, and 2 sisters aching with a question neither of them can quite say out loud, "Where were you?" Martha meets him first, on the road outside the village. "Lord," she says, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." And Jesus answers her not with comfort alone, but with a claim that changes everything. "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live even though they die." Mary comes next and falls at his feet with the very same words her sister used, "If you had been here." Around her, the mourners weep loudly, the way grief is allowed to sound in that place and time. And Jesus, watching her collapse in sorrow, is deeply moved. Then comes the shortest and perhaps the most human line in the whole of Scripture. Jesus wept, not staged, not distant. The one they call the Son of God stood at a grave and cried like anyone who has ever lost someone they love. They lead him to the tomb, a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. "Take away the stone," Jesus says. Martha hesitates. "Lord," she says, "by now there will be a smell." 4 days is long enough for hope to feel foolish. But the stone is rolled away anyway. And Jesus looks upward and prays aloud, not for himself, but so that everyone standing there, still doubting, still grieving, might see clearly what is about to happen and believe. There is a moment of complete stillness before it happens, the crowd holding its breath, the darkness of the cave giving nothing away. Then, in a voice loud enough to reach the dead, Jesus calls a single name into that darkness, "Lazarus, come out." And somehow, impossibly, he does, still wrapped in the burial cloths, hands and feet bound, stepping blindly out of the tomb and into the light, 4 days dead and somehow standing. "Unbind him," Jesus says quietly now. "Let him go." Word spreads quickly through Bethany. Some believe everything they have just seen. Others whisper nervously about what it might mean. Not every heart in that crowd opens the same way. But for one family, none of that matters yet. Because a brother who was gone is standing in the doorway again, breathing, alive, held tightly by 2 sisters who thought they would never hold him again. Whatever grief had settled into that house 4 days earlier is undone in a single moment. Death did not get the final word that day. And for anyone still waiting, still grieving, still wondering, it never really does.